Hi friends, and welcome back for the next card in our Advent kit. After crafting and creating cards together for 6 days now, we're definitely friends already, if we weren't before we started this adventure. So let's go to 18 days to Christmas. It's coming fast. This is going to be the last of the Christmas cards in this kit. So after we finish today's, it's a good time to address all these and send them out to someone before the season passes us by. And then tomorrow we'll move on to some different cards. Let's open the kit and get started. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so this one is Happy Holidays. And I can tell you right now, this one has a lot of small pieces inside, so definitely be careful as you're opening it. We're going to have some simple card layering, and then a little bit of bling, and a lot of little die cut pieces to create the design. So see, there's so many small pieces in this one. A little bit of gluing ahead of us today. So let's go to the instructions and let's set our envelope to the side. So that's out of the way. All right, so we are gonna put down the gray cardstock on the card front, then the peacock, that's this color, then the patterned paper. Now, everybody's pattern paper is going to look a little bit different, but you should have a little bit of pine greenery in some corner. The one that I'm using has a little lantern on it. Some of them will have a lot more greenery. Some of them will have less, just the way the paper is cut. And then we will, after we put this down, then we're going to layer the branches and the pine cones on top of that. So let's go ahead and pull out our tear-in tape and get started. So the first layer is the gray, and you can choose whether you like the darker side or the lighter side better. I think I'm gonna have the lighter side showing. I'm really excited seeing everybody's posts and texts of the cards they're making. I'm actually impressed by how many cards have been made already. I know December is full of so many fun things to do with our time and some things that are probably not fun. So it's great that people are carving out little bits to be creative. And I hope that you'll find these cards are just about the right amount of fun and time, so you feel like you've accomplished something, but it's not taking away from the other things you're trying to do this holiday season. So I have just started addressing my Christmas cards. Where are you guys in that? Have you sent them out already? Are you do you have cards already made but not yet addressed? At least you'll have these 7 for the 7 most important people in your life, even if no one else gets one this year. And next year, you can plan ahead and do card kits and card classes ahead of time and have a bunch already made. I have so many made already. I've been doing a lot of card buffets at my friend Jill's house, and she's been having Christmas cards, I think, since July available. So I have a good stack from that. And then with some of the stamps and dies that I bought and I've played with a little bit, I have more. And then some cards that I have ready for my own card buffet, which is a chance to finish up for this year. All right, so now I'm going to put down the pattern paper, use some more tearing tape, And I'm going to center that. These shapes I just love. These shapes and all of these little pieces come from a die set called Branching Out. And it's one that makes me really happy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cover the front basically with all of these cutouts. And I'll tell you, I put down the brown ones first, just kind of spreading them out. And then I'm going to put the darker green ones, and then I'm going to top it with the bow. And you want to leave a little bit of room at the top for your sentiment. So you might even want to place that there before you start. And then I'm just going to glue down each of these, kind of building my layers. My little lantern there is going to get covered up. Whatever you have on your paper, some of it's going to be covered up. But it'll just provide a little bit of dimension by having that pattern in the background. And if you, on any of these cards, if you want, you can, put your embellishments in different places or do something different than what I did. I've seen already a couple of people make these cards their own and mix it up a bit using the embellishments and ribbon that's in the card kit, but doing it completely different, which is wonderful. I love it when people can be creative. I tend to, most of the time, I just follow the example myself, but I have like a engineer brain, so I need to do that sometimes. But you know what? If I see something different I can do while I'm making it, then I go for it. So either way is good. Now I'm going to put the green layer. And this just gives it like lots of different dimension. And see how I'm kind of having them all start out around the same point at the top? That's where I'm going to put the bow. Okay, I'll stick one of these, the red berries in the middle. I'm getting glue all over my fingers doing this. You might want to take a little more time and go a little slower than I am. But the little glue that's kind of squeezing out the edges here will be fine on the card. That'll just dry clear. It's just that my fingers are sticky. So every time I stick it down, a little bit sticks to my fingers like that. All right. The last green piece. Yeah, I really love this shape with the cutouts on the corner, and that was the main reason I bought this die set. But then once I started playing with all the cutouts, actually I really like this design. Very wintry. All right, now I'm going to put my little pine cones. I'm going to use a little dimensional on the back of those so they pop up a little bit. And these are also from that same set. All right, my fingers are so sticky. I put one over here. And I'll put one in the spot in the center that's a little bit there. And now the bow has 3 pieces. So this ribbon goes down, then this bow part, then the little tiny square goes in the center. Using glue here. this tiny little piece. It's easier probably to put the glue on the bow. And then put the little square on top. I lost so many of these little squares when I was doing the die cuts. All right, then the Happy Holidays, I'm going to use the mini dimensionals. So that will stand up. All right. Put that near the top. So now I'll take a look at it and figure out where I want to put my little gems for added bling. So I generally do like a triangle kind of with these. I usually use 3, but not always. All right, so there is our finished card. Mine has some glue that's got to dry a little bit. Happy holidays, some nice winter branches, a pretty red bow and berries, and some little glitter gems. Really pretty. All right, so tomorrow we will move on to non-Christmas things that you can then keep and give throughout the year. So thanks for joining me. Let's take a quick look at our whole stack. I might not have these in the right order anymore, but we had the Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Christmas greetings, peace, and Happy Christmas. All right, come back again tomorrow for the next card.